Welcome back to Vintage Survival here on Heavy Metal Gaming. So we are going to start this episode with the time intentionally paused and this gigantic train of wagons. And that is because it is time to pull the cows out of their enclosure. And of course, as always, we have the insane fog. There's the bird that was chattering at us a couple episodes ago. I've put in the pavement for our front parking area there. Oh, you know what? I should have come from that front parking area and slipped up between the house and the chicken pen. But we might be able to make it work. Now, I'm not sure yet if I have to disconnect the wagons to get them in the right spot, or if I'm going to be able to just be slick about it. Well, I guess I can be slick about it. That's perfect. And each wagon fits 5, except for the very rear one, which we'll get to that in a moment. Move selected. Yes. There we go. Perfect. We can just keep going right down the list. Oh. What the heck? It put them not in the trailer that I had selected. Uh-oh, we've had a birth. Well, something's going funky here. Let's get our bull into his trailer. Poor guy. I guess we're gonna have to split the train and get that middle wagon out because it didn't play right. But that's the gist of it. So I'm gonna get busy, and I will bring you guys back after, or when we're ready to put the cows into the new enclosure. See you in a bit. Alright, so that is done now. We have our manure plate moved back from the driving area. And we have this in what I think is a bit better configuration. It's also much much larger. Before we get too carried away, putting the animals back in, I'm going to give them some feed. This pen should be able to take this entire feed wagon. Without any trouble at all, I would think. I guess we'll find out momentarily here. I do like having them far more spread out. I am going to put a couple trees in still, since I had to remove all those trees to get it placed nicely. I want to put a few trees scattered around. Maybe down in the corner down there where that other big tree is at and that small tree is at. Alright, perfect. I'm just gonna scoot this right here for the moment. I'm gonna go back off camera, finish transferring the cows, and put my train back together and take it back to sell them, because we actually have no use for them. Hopefully we will never have to do this again. Fingers crossed. We do have a new baby too, by the way. I will show you guys when I'm back. Alright, here we go. So we had Neptune previously, but now we have Ember. She's a red Hereford, and not the greatest stats again. Elsie was her mother, had better stats. Interesting that the mother-father thing is broken. I should probably report that to the mod author. But yeah, so that is where we are at. We've got some equipment coming back from jobs. Yep. So we're gonna grab this one and do another feed mix, and then I'm gonna get started for the day. It is time to start the clock, however, now that we've done our transfer. We did lose some slurry. We don't have a slurry spreader anyway, so I'm not real concerned about that. And some straw out of the other pen. I'm also not concerned about that. There was a small amount of hay in there, but we are burgeoning with hay, so I'm definitely not concerned about that. So I'm going to get this feed mix made and fire off all of our workers before we get started on what we are doing. So the next clip you will see is us doing some work in the time lapse. harvest in the books for us. However, I am concerned that we will not have enough room in our silo, and that we will be having 2 trailers trapped. What we need to do is start taking crop out of said silo to sell it, but I keep forgetting to check. I did remember this month and sold sunflowers because they were really good price. We have rye in there, quite a lot of rye. That's also what's in the other one of these trailers. So, yeah. Because there's already rye in there, I don't know if there is triticale in there or not. Oh, I left you in a bad spot, didn't I? So let's just jump out real quick. What do we have? We have almost 10,000 liters worth of capacity, but we do not have any triticale in there currently. We could fit it all, but can we fit all of this instead? No. Okay. That answers that question. This is what's going in. I think I will do my next job off camera, because my next job is to put the duals on this thing and compact the chaff in our silage plant. That doesn't seem like something that you guys would want to see over and over and over and over again, and you've seen it at least once already, I believe. So I'm just going to get that done, and I will see you guys afterwards. After a whole lot of monkeying around, we are moving on. Our job is going to be to head up here to field 128, which we harvested earlier, and do the mulching. We have the truck now going to the BGA with all of the chaff. We're making use of the other 2 silos there. One of them's already fermented, in fact. We just need a chance to get out there and take it out of the silo. Alright, looks like this is going well. Interesting. You can actually lift this. I did not know that. Alright. On to business. truck is making a bit of a mess as it does the silage over here. So we bought some new equipment. This big old loader, nice big bucket, and that silage roller that's on the back of the John Deere there. You can kind of see I'm stalling out right there. There's a low-level collision that's supposed to keep things in the pit. Nice little John Deere here. I do hate the squeaker buzzer though. Ugh. What do you do? Alright, jump through everybody else. We have 2 of the forage wagons that we started with now. We went back to that size. They fit the map. The larger ones do not. Little bit of a money loss for learning that lesson, but whatever. So we have 2 of them, and they're both working the same field. One of them's already headed off to empty. This one is getting pretty close to that. And what they'll do is they'll run over the same ground as the previous one, but it'll sort of make them alternate and just basically get the job done a lot faster. And of course, this will need mulched as well. But we aren't going to just sit here and do this. I won't drive you guys crazy with that. I mean, maybe I should. I don't know. No, in all seriousness, I won't keep doing this. That'll just sit right there for now. This guy is still going. Good thing this contract is worth a lot of money. He's been at it all day long. Yeah, here's our Ford with the other forage wagon, taking dear sweet time. There's our milk truck with our little bit of milk in it. I bet we have more milk. Oh, wunderbar. How are we doing over here? Another 205 liters of milk already. I would say we are doing well. I'm just not thrilled with the stats on our young. What I'm doing now is watching out for any really, really good ones like that. We're going to want to buy that one. I already have the Highland cattle. Interesting. These should not be out yet. It is 2 days before that is supposed to release. Oopsie. So one thing I have considered doing is turning this on. And just anytime something excellent comes across, here we go. This is what we want to do. And then I'm also going to enable this. There we go. Go to averages. There. And we'll have our herdsmen name the animals too as they come in. That should eventually clear us out of really bad animals. So this one still won't go automatically because of the two very highs. But we will eventually clear them out ourselves. Wow. Maniac. And I think we'll call that there. I would like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.